I like this tip it gave me. The key to strong economy is constantly training SCVs, probes, or drones. Good tip right there.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first game of the semifinals. It is going to be Beast versus hydropp. Beast is going to be our Protoss player here on the bottom left-hand side of WCS Ohana, and on the upper left-hand side, we do have hydropp. Going ahead and get that lovely sound and music for you guys. I'm sorry. Caster fail.
It's okay. We all do it.
I got the nameplates up.
What more can you ask for then?
We do.
It's just for the viewers, not for us.
I'm omnipresent, man. Speaking of knowing what's going down, Beast is getting ready for a Forge Fast Expand. Very common on this map. I do see some evidence here that an extractor trick was pulled by hydropp, so certainly not a noob himself. Obviously, both of these guys have some skills as they've beat their way through two or three opponents, depending on how many buys they got, if they even got a buy. And this should be a really good matchup. What are some? What's something you're looking forward to? What do you want to see?
In this match, I actually kind of want to see maybe some Infestors, maybe Ultralisks or Broodlords, and maybe see if we can see Carriers from the Protoss.
Oh my god.
Carriers are just one of those things where you need a fleet bacon for, and it's one of those units that you very, very rarely see, but they can turn the tides of a game, and maybe an Archon toilet. We all love those toilets.
Oh, I do love an Archon toilet. The Forge is getting ready to finish. This probe shenanigans is going to prevent a second from being able to go down. Oh no! He set it to mine! Oh, that must have been a misclick. Yeah.
I think that was a misclick by Beast. But that actually was a little delayed. Not too much though, but just a few seconds, which won't make a big deal. And we do see the spawning pool going ahead and finishing, and probably see a queen as soon as he has the minerals to go ahead and build it, and we'll have to see what happens from there. The Overlord for hydropp coming into position now just over the natural of Beast, and really it's going to turn out into a standard, couple-minute game here for both players. No aggression coming out from either one, just probably some map vision coming out on a couple of lings.
I think hydropp forgot his queen.
Really?
He's floating 300 minerals right now. Maybe he's going to take a quick third. I doubt it. I think he's just forgot his queen.
No, what's happening here is he's supply blocked, so he's waiting for...
Oh, no!
The worst thing that can happen. He has the queen in queue now. He's waiting for his supply to be alleviated, though. That's one of those mistakes that will actually cost him the game if he continues to do a lot of those.
And you can get away with a few of those little mistakes in this kind of league play, but definitely cannot be making them on the regular. Now,
yeah.
This wall by Beast is funky to say the least. All right, there we go. Now he's throwing down a cybernetics core and kinda's got a full wall.
He does have a full wall. I think I want to say either a drone or a link can fit in through the cyber core and Forge, but he does have a cannon there to help mostly prevent that. And I think if he wants to get up his base later on, he has to kill the second pylon over to the left of the cyber core. Otherwise, he's just not going to be able to get out. I say that as a pro goes ahead and leaves his base. Great calling by Caster. Meantime, we do see a massive amount of lings over here for hydropp. We do see a baneling nest as well. I think he might try and actually put on some early aggression with maybe some banelings or just lings on their own. I don't necessarily know on that one though. We see a probe right now getting caught right here, and actually getting killed by the lings, of which I think that's first blood.
I believe it is, and it is.
So first
hydropp in the lead.
Hydropp. I don't know if he actually feels good about that or if he's a little sad by that. He caught out the probe that was going to set up a proxy pylon.
I'd feel damn good about that.
Yeah, I guess you could say he feels really good about that. He does have an Overlord in position right now at Beast's base. He does see that a guess was taken, but he knows that the second hasn't been taken yet.
Hydropp does have some lings off towards Beast's third. He is sending a zealot out to do some little scouting. It is going to take the tower. Totally missing the lings. I'm not sure what his plan is with those. Maybe take out the third or take out the rocks by the third and run into the natural.
That might be it. Whereas I said he does have the option to morph them into banelings. So we'll have to see if maybe he tries to do a baneling bust.
And there they go.
Big baneling counts right there. 7 lings or 7 banelings morphing in right now, and he actually has a layer on the back foot of this, so he's not trying to do a complete game ender right here. Just trying to put on some aggression and see if he can maybe get a couple probe kills here and there.
A lot more cannons went down in the middle of that for Beast, covering his main front, if you will. I really think Hydropp should come and take those rocks. There's really nothing that's going to be able to contend and prevent him from doing so.
That's right, and we actually see the one attack on the way for Beast. We actually see a Warp Prism on the way as well, and Blink for Stalkers. So maybe a Zealot drop or Blink Stalker drop, who knows? I would have to say maybe Zealot drop, just
here
due
comes.
to the fact that he needs that Stalker.
The Lings going up to take the fire. Good force fields.
Blocking everything, and some of those banelings just explode on nothing really much. They explode on the force fields, and force fields don't take any damage. So it's definitely a big hurt to Hydropp right there, and the just overall units lost. That's going to affect him because that's minerals and gas he had to sink into getting those banelings.
He really needs to, if he wants to do this, he needs to do it now, because there is, in just a moment, there's going to be enough for those 3 force fields again. And yeah, that is enough.
Yeah, and looks like he's going to go ahead and try and work on these back routes a little bit, see if he can catch see if he can catch Beast off guard if he does manage to break those destructible rocks down.
It takes 6 Lings 2 minutes to destroy a rock.
And we actually see that Beast knows about this, and he'll go ahead and kill, 2 or 3 Lings, maybe actually kill them all. No, he actually gets 2 in. He'll force this Overlord to get back, maybe get the kill on it, which...
He's gonna get the kill on it.
Yeah, you expect as a Zerg to go ahead and lose an Overlord at this point in the game. It's one of those unpreventable things.
Meanwhile, if we take a look up over yonder on the about the mid-left side of the map, we do see a proxy piling that is being used by Beast. He's got a couple Stalkers that have warped in there, but not doing anything with them right now. Maybe
That's
waiting
right,
for that good counterattack opportunity.
Yeah, we actually see a Spire coming out now for Hydropp, so definitely something we haven't seen any of the games today. We haven't seen any mutas being played. We haven't seen an actual counterattack being pushed out while the player's base is being pushed as well.
We do have a Warp Prism full of sentries en route to head right up to the proxy pylon, actually.
And I assume that's going to be used to help warp in units on the front line and spot the high ground, so that way these Stalkers can maybe blink from the natural up to the main base of Hydropp. Other than that, just maybe do an elevator trick up.
I think he's going to elevator up, drop the sentries, so he can get down some force fields and get a good defensive position, and then just blink on in. That's what I would do.
That's what a lot of us would do. We see 4 mutas on the way now. It looks like they're going to be spawning from the main. One from the natural, the rest are from the main. And they're en route to, it seems, the bottom right-hand side. Going to try and maybe do some harassment on that mineral line of Beast in the main base. See giant clump of Stalkers that were warped in from that proxy pylon moving out now. And
Hydropp looks indecisive if he's going to go back and defend, and there he goes, and there's the blink.
Blink up to the high ground, and now Beast.
Oh!
The ramp, so nothing can get up from that natural into the main base. And now Beast is in a very, very good position. Just quickly 2 shots that Queen, and it evaporates.
Oh my gosh.
We're now in dire in dire need of a transfuse or two to go ahead and survive. Lings go ahead and pop, but really they're not going to do anything. You see just everything at the ramp being held off by force fields left and right. The layer goes down, and Stalkers are now just going to kill everything. The drones can't even get out. That's just the main base of hydropp decimated.
Focus firing down the tech. He's going to take out the Spire first. He's going to be working on that spawning pool. So there is nothing. There is no tech on the board. Another money force field, keeping the units out. There is nothing that hydropp can do right now. He really just needs to pull back, regroup, maybe start another base. But no, he's going for it. He's going to go for the attack.
He's going to go for a base race right now, which that's probably not the best idea because we have the hatchery being focused down as well as the Baneling Nest. Baneling Nest does die. Now the hatchery is going to go down next. Then the extractor, and all that's left is the last extractor in the main base for hydropp.
Money force fields on the front. The Protoss looking very strong, very well protected. These Lings just not able to do anything.
The Lings are just being... The AI for the Lings is just being all confused on what to do. They don't know where to go, and looks like hydropp going ahead and GGing here in the first game. And that's
game one.
PBC for you.
Wow.